In this example, I want to show you how to expand this existing bay with one more device here. The information comes from the SEL421 relay that we have configured previously by importing the std file, and there's one bit programmed in that relay that allows you to toggle that bit by using two push buttons on the front of the relay. I will show you later on with the camera how that really works, but now we have to first configure the SEL portion in that screen. So you go back to your WinTC Explorer, your project explorer, and you click once on Graphics Designer. On the right hand side you will see all the screens. You scroll down to SIPROTEC-5. This is our second bay. Okay, the screen is open, the display is open in our graphics editor, and I want to change the color of its circle based on the status of this bit that can be toggled from these two push buttons. So I will take this circle here, maybe even move it here over this line. Now we have to go to the properties of this element. And on the Properties tab you go to Colors, because this is what we want to change. And the background currently is static with gray. I want to change this by dynamic information. So you right click on this light bulb here, you select Dynamic Dialog, and you select Analog and you add two more sections, which means if the value of this bit is 1, to change this to 1, or if the value is 2, which means it's enabled. So 2 means the toggled bit is true, and 1 means the toggled value is false, so 0, 1. If it's enabled, that bit, we will choose the color red, and if the bit is off, the color should be green, and if the status differs from 1 or 2, it should be yellow. So this is the behavior of this element, but now it has to know where the bit information comes from. So to click on this tag button here, this will bring you to the SIEMENS database again. So now we have to go to bay number 3 of the SEL421. And here you see information, a measurement, a control and a feedback, and this bit here, ALTGGIO indication 1. So double click on this, and then you select from this list here the dot value. This gives us the value 1 or 2 when you toggle that bit. So say OK, accept, and now we're done with this circle. Close it out. If you look at the front of the relay on the display, you see the frequency of 60 Hz on this rotating display of the SEL421. I also want to put this measurement here on my screen. So you go open up the library, the display library, and select Project Library, measured in meters value, and then select the first one here, drag and drop this into a display, and you can close the library again. Move this a little bit closer to your bay, this measurement, but it's not configured yet. So same thing, we go to the properties of this object, and under SICAM, which is bold here, so you select the correct measurement. So it has to be something with dot counter at the end. So right click in that section and select a tag. So go into your database, SICAM substation south, then bay number 3, SEL 421. And this is our measurement, the mmxu hertz. This shows us the 60 hertz. And there we have to select the dot counter as I mentioned before. So select counter on the bottom here, click OK. And if you want to also change the unit text, double click on key WH and change it to hertz. Okay, close this dialog and save your work. Now we'll go back to the runtime. I have to refresh the screen by going to the single line, go to base 6, and now you can see already the 60 Hertz and the symbol. And the next, if you now push button 1 or 2, will set or reset this bit. So I press push button 1 right now on that SEL relay. So you see that the symbol has turned into red. And if you even look here into the annunciation list here at the bottom, this was the latest. If you look at the time here, so we set this bit, it raised. So if I now press push button number 2, this will reset. It's cleared and the information turned into green. Okay, and we're done.